Hi, Fate. It's time for more. We gotta start off with uh, party chat. There we go. Chomp goes on. I accidentally viewed this one. Of course, it yeah. Alright, that's all of them. Right, so let's check out. Oh, there we go. Let's check out where everyone is and then do the thing about side story, the Heikel and Kikyo side story. So, you spent most of his time in White Mage and Charioteer, basically got all of the magic up, nothing else. Adia is at 8 levels in Ninja, Mastered Ranger. She's going to be a Ranger for most of this. But I want to show off Ninja first. A little bit of White Mage actually for Groupcast Master. What else? Mastered Charioteer. And Catmancer. I think that's about it. Magnolia Master, went into Hawkeye for Eagle Eye, Ranger for Precision, a little bit of a Ninja for Dual Wield, otherwise Mastered Wizard. And Bishop, and yeah, that's about where she is. And Tiz is going to be more specialized into another team support. For now, he's going to be taking care of tanking. So I let him max out Wizard. Not max out, but he got to level 9. A lot of slows in Astrologian, some in Bishop, because why not? Good amount of in White Mage, and Ranger and Ninja also at 8 and 7. And more specifically, he has Perfect Stance with Limit Break. Wait, with Limit Break from her. He can get to 200% defensive stats up. And you can also do that with Stalwart Aurochs for even more. Adia is triple wielding. Yu still has his own stuff, as per usual. Same as Magnolia. Alright. And with that, I do think I want to defeat Angelo first, and then we do the cutscenes, because I want to fight. Right. I want to do this. Just gotta make double sure. Yep, I am on hard mode. So,
Why, hello. It's so nice to see you again.
oh,
Will you be staying the night? Or are you just here for a quick bath? We have rose baths today. Every bath is filled with beautiful petals and exfoliate.
Sakura, but actually, we could really use your help.
okay, sure, OBS. You just disconnected for a second. I hope the stream is still up. Alright, stream is still up. Good to know.
A ship, you say? I fear I'm just a humble stewardess. You should speak with Lord Arima.
Lord Arima?
Yes, the Lord of Yunohana. If you visit the castle, he should be happy to grant you an audience.
That makes sense. Thanks.
Well, let's go see if this lord has a ship for us.
Alright, let's save.
Welcome, travelers. I am Kusatsu Arima IV, Lord of the Baths. Your arrival in our nation has made quite the splash. I hear it you fight the Empire. If you need anything at all, just say the word. I will happily pool my resources for you.
Thank you, your lordship. As a matter of fact...
A ship, you say? Why, that's as simple as soap and water. My favorite lacquered gondola is at the docks, adorned ornately with the Arima family crest. Please, think of it as your own.
Another rowboat. Actually, we were looking for something a bit more ocean-worthy. And bigger.
That's one idea down the drain. And yet, I fear it is my only vessel.
It's only
If only there were some way
Ooh,
to...
That's probably from where
that's
it
impossible.
disconnected.
What's impossible?
Alas, an intractable clog. If you wish to venture into the open seas, I suggest you wait for a merchant vessel to call at port.
But how long is that gonna take?
What are we gonna do?
Now, my friends, no need to get so lathered up. Come, let us nibble on something sweet, and we shall ponder this bubblesome issue together.
Did you say something sweet?
I did. It just so happens a traveling confectioner was recently drawn to our baths. He presented me with an offering of desserts, but I fear they will be too sweet for my sophisticated palate. Perhaps
Sophisticated?
you will find them more to your liking.
Hey, I bet these are from that traveling pastry chef we met back in Heartschild. What luck! Maybe he has a boat for us too.
It's worth asking. They're all different. Let's each pick one, and then we can go look for him.
I don't care much for sweets either, so I'll just have whatever's left over.
Then it's just the three of us. First come, first served! Oh, they all look so yummy! I think I'll have un petit minute. What do you think you're doing? That's the one I wanted.
Settle down, you two. There's no use fighting over cake.
Right, let's unclench those fists now. No, you don't need to crack your knuckles.
I know. Why don't we let you decide who gets first dibs?
Good idea. I'm sure you will choose wisely. Won't you, you?
Well, in the youth situation, we really should pick Magnolia because of what he fucked up back in Heartshield. Right?
Why do I feel like I'm being sandbagged? You? I'm trusting you won't be swayed by any saucy wiles. Got it?
Right. Whatever you say. In that case...
Magnolia.
I love verse. I go first. And I pick... this one. The honey and nectar drizzled bloomin' Bavarois with party-colored flower petals and a dusting of pollen. It's almost too beautiful to eat. But eat it I must. Here goes. Oh la la! So magnifique, I could just die! Is it really that good? Heavens, is it ever? It's like a chorus line of butterflies, dancing on my tongue, wearing little shoes of infinite delight. C'est divine! Je me sens comme un papillon voletant à travers.
Oh no, she's become full French. We made a mistake.
It's so good she's lapsing into Moonlish.
Moonlish!
Guess it's my turn.
All right. Wait. What happened to Magnolia?
Magnolia? Are you alright? Magnolia! Something's definitely wrong. It's like she can't even hear us.
I feel like I've seen this look before. Of course, the people in Heartschild. There must be something in the cake!
Bazooks! Could it have been poisoned?
I don't know, but we shouldn't eat anymore. Let's throw it out.
That's no way to treat my delectable delicacies.
I remember you. You're the pastry chef from Heartsfest.
What did you put in the cake?
No artificial ingredients, if that's what you're implying. Just pure, unadulterated genius. My creations don't just taste magical, you see. They have certain effects on the eater. These cakes include an extra dash of inspiration I added just for you. Taste and behold the result, my dear diners. A one-way ticket to heaven.
Huh? Qu'est-ce qui m'arrive? What's happening to me?
Magnolia!
I'm disappearing. Aled, please help me. You.
Well, you wanted first dibs, Magnolia. It's your own fault.
What? What did you do to her?
Also, yes, we are fighting this with 3 people now. We don't have our healer.
Didn't we just go over this? My cakes are so divine, anyone who tastes one is whisked straight off to heaven. Of course, in heaven you have no body, and you can't move or talk. I like to call it death by delicious.
Wait a minute. It was you, wasn't it? All those poor people in Heartschild.
That's right, and they savored every moment.
This doesn't make any sense. Unless you're working for...
Angelo Ovio Panettone, patissier non parel. Charmed, I'm sure. Personal confectioner to the Kaiser, and proud owner of the patissier asterisk. My boss was sick of you meddling in his affairs, so here I am. Ladies!
Yes, chef.
Right on cue. Now let's hear it. My sweets are...
No, don't worry, Fate. Ovo with a V is just the bird version of Ovo with a W.
To die for.
My face is...
To die for!
And these losers can...
Go to heaven!
It's time for dessert! Lick their plates clean! I am Angelo Panettone, holder of the Patissier Asterisk. By whisk and by spatula, I create a profusion of pastries, a symphony of sweets. The women of the world swoon at the taste of my delicacies and the sight of my face.
Heavenly.
Oh look, she's here. She is a ghost. Ghosts can only use magic. They are technically dead. You cannot revive them normally. This also means they cannot be targeted, though. The fuck is the damage? Yeah, I think we need raise mist here. However, Tiz has a lot of defense like this. So here, the main issue that we're gonna face is the katana ban. Hi, Final Mock.
You're the ones who took out Amy?
Wait, you're the darling she was going on about?
Don't remind me. Yes, she was fond of that word. But I assure you, I was not her darling.
Ghost,
I
yeah.
showed her a little bit of kindness, and the woman is hopelessly enamored with me. Not the first time that's happened, of course. But over and over, sweetie this, darling that. I can't stand the clingy types.
You're a real jerk, you know that? Can't you see that she loved you?
That's rich, coming from the kid who beat her in battle. You think I wanted to come all the way out here to play babysitter? Yet here I am, all because she couldn't take care of business. That woman continues to give me nothing but grief.
Of course. Alright, the katana man can insta-kill whoever is at low HP. Yeah. I did get a Catch Me Conch before, like a picked one up so I can use this.
You cared about that girl, didn't you? Why else would you come looking for revenge?
Revenge? Is that what you think this is about? That girl was nothing more than a tool to me. Like my spatula.
That's a
If my
dagger.
spatula broke, you bet I'd be annoyed.
I actually feel sorry for you. You had someone who really cared about you. And you're comparing her to a spatula.
You're really starting to get on my nerves. What do you know about me? What happened between Amy and I is our business. So shut up and die already!
Yeah, this one has a lot of fucking defense too, not defense, HP. And Angelo is kind of just there. Uh-oh. If only there was a way for me to cure Charm on a fast character. That's pretty decent damage from Tiz. Hey! So, this bitch has 23k HP left. Let's use Hammer. Easy game, easy life. Ninjas are broken. Patissier is a debuffer that can also affect resistances. Really good, actually. I just don't like using the class.
All my work, my genius ruined. My pride, my passion. That I suffer the same fate as that woman is just icing on the bitter cake of defeat. What are you waiting for? Finish me and end this cruel farce.
But
you don't want to dirty your spotless hands? To think I lost to the likes of you? Then you leave me no choice but to do the deed myself. Heaven, here I come!
what? No! Put down the cake!
This ring. It's that cheap trinket I gave Amy. There's a note tied to it?
To my sweet darling. If you're reading this, I guess it means I'm pushing up daisies. I'm sorry for letting you down. I was never good enough for you. But I loved you more than anyone in the whole wide world. Growing up in the woods, all I ever ate was roots and bark and wild animals and stuff. I didn't even know what cake was until we met. But that first bite I took, holy cow! I couldn't believe anything so sweet could exist in this world. So I decided I'd be sticking with you, whether you liked it or not. If I hadn't have met you, I probably never would have seen the outside of those woods. You made my world a bigger place, darling. Thank you. Your sweet sugar cake. Amy. P.S. You want to know what made me happiest? When I slept in on Sundays and you made me your special pancakes. I'd give anything just to taste them again. So listen, if you ever loved me, even just for a second, do me one last favor. Stop fighting. Open the pancake shop instead. Then everyone in the world can be as happy as I was.
Sweet darling? 1,000 times I asked her. Even now, in my lowest moment of failure, she won't knock it off. Aggravating to the end. That woman.
Oh, where are you going?
Next time we meet, you'll get your just desserts. I'll serve you the best pancakes you've ever had.
Phew, he was one tough cookie.
He's a bastard, but at least he's gonna be better, right? Well, yeah, we don't fight him ever again. No, we fight him once. Or, I think, later on. Yeah.
Wait, aren't we forgetting something?
It's Magnolia! We never asked him to bring her back!
Oh no, now what do we do?
We have no idea where he was headed either.
We can't just leave her like this.
Magnolia's scared. I can't see her, but I can tell.
Me too. We have to do something.
Well done, my noble friends. You washed the dirty scoundrel right out of our hair. It was a schwitz watching from my comfortable hiding spot, but I never saw a truer display of heroism. If not for your quick action, our peaceful nation would truly be in hot water. As a token of my eternal gratitude, I would bestow upon you a lifetime Yunohana Bathport.
A Bathport?
Yes, like a passport, but with a B and a lisp. With it, you are free to make use of our
B and a
baths
lisp.
whenever you wish.
That's very generous of you, your lordship, but we don't have much time for hanging out in hot springs. Wait a minute.
Of course! The hot springs! The baths here are supposed to cure all ills. Maybe it would work on Magnolia too.
Really? Sounds like a long shot.
It's worth a try. I'll go get a bucket of water. Here it is. Oh, that's hot.
Magnolia must be somewhere around here. Try splashing it around.
Okay, here it goes.
Grace, they should!
Look, she's back!
Wow, it really worked!
It's a little scary how well it works. But all's well that ends well. Without a doubt. Oh, la vache, I thought I was going to be stuck like that forever.
There's nothing a good bath can't solve. Indeed, cleanliness is next to godliness. Now that that mess is all cleaned up, I insist you stay the night and enjoy our hospitality.
You know, a bath would be good right now. What do you say, everyone?
Yeah. Alright, Patissier is going to be used for one thing. Because every fucking person that plays this game does this. Patissier gets... wait. No, it doesn't. Oh, it's later. Fuck. Right, it's a different class that gives ghost status. Anyways, basically, but this year lets you debuff quite a bit. Flambe is fire attack. There. You can remove ghost status with it. So that's pretty neat. Items for all, which makes it so has a handful on HPT. Yeah, you can use like X potions, like AoE without halfsies, for example, which is really nice. Elixirs. And critical hitter lets you crit with spells and attack items. It's really nice. Unfortunately, I don't care. Do I need to... No, I don't. Cool. Alright, it's time... Why is Fort Loon grayed out? Oh well. It's time to... Yep. There we go. And I'm gonna mute for this because I don't want to
here in
bother
the sun,
that.
eating dumplings. For a moment, you can almost forget that the world is in danger. Huh? What's the matter, you? You look troubled.
It's nothing really, just that whenever I look away for a moment, I seem to end up with fewer dumplings. It's a real mystery, wouldn't you say, Idia?
Did you say something?
And see, I turn back this way and once again, fewer dumplings. Such an enigma, isn't it, Magnolia?
Indeed. An enigma.
Did you hear that, my dear Whitson? This has all the makings of a case!
Right you are, Sholmes. Huh?
The owner of those dumplings reports that each time he looks away, his dumplings go missing, one after the next.
Yes. It looks like we have a serial dumpling napper on our hands, Sholmes.
Are the dumplings being abducted for monetary gain or out of personal spite? Or is there some hidden tragedy behind it? Quite the conundrum.
What's with those two? Another plate of dumplings here, please? And some more of that strong brewed tea, too. And the same here, please. They do seem quite the odd couple.
Sholmes, it's almost time for you to be going.
I say so it is. Blast these interviews.
So who do you hope will recruit you? The hard-boiled police inspector, or the sharp-witted private investigator?
To be frank with you, old chum, I've not been able to decide. One of those, wallaby mochi, if you please.
I believe that's Wadabi Mochi, Sholmes. And I'll have the same. At any rate, how fortunate you are to have the choice. Really, what a family you come from. This inspector from the municipal police is related to you in some way, didn't you say?
Yes, good Uncle Heinkel. Now Inspector Argent Heinkel, to be precise.
Idio, what's the matter?
And that private investigator, too. Kunoichi Kikyo, the Silent Sleuth, as her fans describe her. She's from your mother's side of the family, is she not?
What?
Oh, drink! Drink!
Here you are, sir. Stay with us. I'm sorry, but would you mind keeping it down?
Are you kidding me? You expect me to keep my mouth shut after hearing something like that? Heinkel and Inspector. Kikyo a private eye, for reals?
Just who are you fellows? Oh, I say, this wallaby mochi is marsupialicious.
Soames, so this is where you've been hiding. I'm afraid I'll have to postpone our interview today.
Argent Heinkel, holder of the Knight Asterisk. As erstwhile captain of the Eternian Sky Knights, he was once Idia's commanding officer. A hardened warrior, dedicated to his cause, and trusted by those who serve him. By what strange trick of fate do your paths cross anew?
Inspector Heinkel, pray tell, what is the matter? You look positively aflutter.
There's been a homicide in Stockfort.
In other words, a murder!
Isn't that what I just said? Never mind. Do you want to help or not? You can't have anything else planned.
Heinkel, what's going on?
Idia? You heard us, didn't you? I'm busy with an investigation. Idle questions can wait. I'll be going ahead, Sholmes. I'll see you at the crime scene.
Something just came flying.
A kunai, and with a note tied to it, no less. Quickly, let us examine the evidence. Asked to investigate Starkfoot murder. Must delay meeting. Kikyo. Aunt Kikyo!
Konoe Kikyo, the silent Kunoichi, holder of the Ninja Asterisk. Idia encountered her in Heartschild when Kikyo served as a key member of the Black Blade's covert forces. Too shy to express her thoughts to others face to face, this woman of many masks hides great secrets within her silence. By what strange trick of fate do your paths cross anew?
Dear Aunt Kikyo, won't you ever speak to me directly? But never mind that. Come, Whitson, her case calls.
Right you are, Sholmes.
Hold up. Can someone explain what is going on? Argent Heinkel, Knights Captain of the Eternian Sky Knights, is now a hard-boiled inspector in the Unohana PD. And Kikyo, lethal assassin of the Black Blades, is now famous as the Silent Sleuth?
Things certainly have changed. And what about those other two?
Oh, Sholmes and Whitson? They said they were members of a sleuthing club.
A sleuthing club? So they're private investigators too?
Not quite. Apparently it was a school club, but they've kept at it since graduating. They're just playing detective.
Give me a break. Aren't they both older than me?
Oh, but that Sholmes fellow comes from quite the family. His grandfather was a world-famous private detective. His father is a police commissioner, and his mother is a celebrated mystery novelist. What's more, his aunts, uncles, and cousins are all involved in solving crimes one way or another. What a pedigree!
So, what should we do, Idia?
Huh? Why are you asking me?
Well, I mean, as the Eternian representative in the party.
I was afraid you'd mention that. They said they were going to Starkfort, didn't they? Come on, guess we are too.
Idia, you're late.
I'm sorry, sir. We were just... Wait. Why am I in trouble?
Miss Idia, forgive me. I did not realize that you were acquainted with my dear Uncle Heinkel and Aunt Kikyo.
Don't worry about it. Just don't tell me about any more of your relatives.
Now then, allow me to bring you up to speed. The victim was one Lord Earl Gulliver, famous around these parts for his considerable wealth. Real well known. He was alone in this room when he was stabbed in the back by an unknown assailant. He appears to have died on the spot. These three here claim to have discovered the body simultaneously. First, we have Lord Gulliver's wife, Madame Golddigger. Next, the current landowner of Starkfort, Mr. Landlesser. And finally, Lord Gulliver's financial advisor, Noah Interest of Eisenbank.
The murderer is within our midst!
Soames, get yourself under control, or I'll do it for you.
So sorry, Uncle. I've just always wanted to say that.
So the three of you discovered Lord Gulliver's body simultaneously. Could you tell us the circumstances?
We came to inspect the property. My husband was interested in purchasing it as a vacation home. At first, we toured each floor together. Earl, myself, and these two. Until we reached this top floor, that is. My husband, a military history buff, became so enamored with this room that he showed no sign of leaving.
And so we escorted the madam down to the 5th floor to show her a bit more of the fort.
My word! Did you see him? He's like a child in a candy store.
And why shouldn't he be happy? Why, to have such a young and beautiful wife at his age, Lord Gulliver is a lucky man indeed.
Now, if you would allow me, madam, it would be my pleasure to show you the 5th floor.
No, if you don't mind, I'd like to look around on my own a bit.
Of course. As you wish, milady.
The Lord's a real character, isn't he? To think of buying a gloomy fort like this as a vacation home. And his wife. A young woman wanting to be left alone in this kind of place. She's an odd duck herself.
Well, I'll have not a bad word to say about either if they take this place off my hands.
Indeed.
Oh, back so soon, milady?
Yes, I've seen more than enough. Is my husband still upstairs?
Engrossed in the ambiance of the fort, no doubt. What say we go rouse him from his reverie?
And so no one had gone in or out of this room that whole time? If so, that would practically make this a bona fide locked room mystery.
Indeed so. Mr. Lesser and I were standing at the base of these stairs the entire time.
Precisely. And no one went past us to reach the upper floor.
And the murder weapon.
This single-edged dagger here, it was found on the floor beside the victim. It matches up to the stab wound as well.
I've got it! The murderer must have prepared a weapon of solid ice, which he or she then used to deal a blow to Lord Gulliver's head.
Genius, Sholmes! Then the ice would have melted, leaving us with no murder weapon.
The cause of death was clearly the stab wound. I'll thank you not to muddy our investigation with frivolous conjecture, Sholmes.
My dear Whitson, have a look at this rope.
Brilliant, Sholmes. Surely the murderer used this rope to lock off the room after escaping.
That's our rope, you fools! It says YHPD right on it!
Do you see that there? A dying message. The murderer is Whit. Whitson, you couldn't have!
Sholmes, you know I would never...
Just having a laugh at your expense, old chum.
I hate to say it, but aren't those two just getting in the way?
You do well to ignore them. His parents begged me to give him a chance.
The answer was right there.
I suspect it was much the same for you, Kunoichi Kikyo Pi.
That's all we've learned about Lord Gulliver, sir.
Carry on, then. We need to determine the motive, whether it was monetary or some personal grudge. Next!
Inspector Heinkel, sir. We searched the walls from top to bottom, but found no evidence of any secret passages.
You gave them each a good whack, I trust?
A good what?
I'm asking whether you were thorough enough to give the walls a good hard knock or not.
No, sir.
Then don't say you searched top to bottom. Get some more men and start knocking walls before I knock you one in the head. Leave not a single stone unturned. I want every inch of this fort searched.
Yes, sir.
Uncle, I must say, my deductions have led me to believe that the murderer must have hidden beneath...
Oh, we have work to do, Sholmes. Try not to get in the way, will you? How about you, Idia? Have you noticed anything odd?
I'd say the banker and the landowner both strike me as a bit suspicious.
You think so, hmm? Well, what have we found out?
Sir, we did a background check on Mr. Lesser, but found nothing particularly noteworthy. He seemed quite pleased with the prospect of having Lord Gulliver take both the land and the building off his hands. The same for the banker, Mr. Noah Entrust. He stood to gain nothing from Lord Gulliver's untimely death.
Any ties between the two?
None. They say that today was their first time meeting one another.
If those two weren't in cahoots, then this really is a locked room case. We've found no evidence to identify a suspect definitively. But if we consider motive alone...
The one who would benefit most from Lord Gulliver's death would be his wife, who stands to inherit all his massive wealth.
True, but would she really try something so obvious?
So you thought so too. Let's look into her story without any preconceived notions. Listen, men, every shred of evidence we gather brings us one step closer to catching our perp. A formal investigation is painstaking and laborious. But if we're thorough in the task, we will surely bring the culprit to justice.
Yes, sir.
What command! What presence! Now that is what true detective work is all about! Sorry, Aunt Kikyo, but I think the Force is the place for me to lead an investigative team. Oh, surely you agree, my dear Whitson?
To think that you became a private investigator. Well, I guess it's no more surprising than Heinkel working for the police. So tell me, how does the Silent Sleuth see this case? As talkative as ever. That's some trick to pull off an investigation without ever opening your mouth.
All we know at present is that the victim was stabbed in the back with no sign of any struggle. We can assume that the murderer was someone close to the late lord, which rules out Mr. Lesser, as the two had only just met today. However, that fat banker might be a different story. Mr. Entrust is worth looking at, as of course is the young wife. She has the most obvious motive, but we have no actual proof, not to mention how she could gain entry.
La vache!
That is simply astounding. I've never heard anyone speak so rapidly. It's like she didn't even stop to breathe.
Yeah. It's been a while, but it never fails to leave an impression.
Sholmes, she spoke!
Oh my
Right
god,
you
he
are,
is,
chum.
yeah.
I dare say we have just experienced the Silent Sleuth's ninja power. Breathtaking.
But Kikyo, do you really think she could kill him in one go with those skinny arms?
Quite so. Aunt Kikyo, there must be another suspect hiding beneath this very...
You! Zip it! You know, Kikyo, the murderer must have been a pretty skilled assassin to pull this off. Someone as skilled as, say, you?
What?
Lord Gulliver was stabbed right through to the heart. To deal such a blow with a rusted and neglected knife, such as this one here, would surely take two hands and the full weight of a body behind it. Yet look at this. The silver blade is discolored and there's purple mottling at the base of the neck. Evidence that the blade was coated with some kind of poison. All the murderer had to do was scratch Gulliver's skin, and here, this cut on the victim's leather belt shows that there was at least one missed strike, a derelict weapon, a wasted poison, a needlessly difficult method of killing. In short, this murder was no experienced assassin, but a rank amateur.
Right, not at all your style. I'm sorry for suggesting it. Which leaves us with the wife as the prime suspect after all.
Madam Golddigger, I'm afraid we'll need to take you into custody as a material witness.
You mean, as a suspect? Oh, ridiculous! I didn't do it!
I can understand why you might say that. Madam, I do not enjoy using force. I suggest you come along quietly.
What insight, what acumen, to determine so much from a single knife! It pains me to discount my uncle's work, but there is nothing so impressive as the instincts and deductions of a private investigator. Do you not agree, my good Whitson? The poor woman. Material witness or no, to be confined to the very room in which one's husband was brutally murdered.
At least she should be safe, with the room being locked and all.
Keep watch on Madame Golddigger. No one comes up or down these stairs, got it? Sholmes, what do you two intend to do?
We thought to examine this floor in further detail.
By Jove, I think I've got it!
What?
Sorry. I just had the sudden urge to say that.
Ugh. The rest of you come with me. The lower floors need thorough inspection.
Huh? What happened to Kikyo?
Before we knew it, she had dashed off somewhere. Oh, and she left behind this note.
Investigating downstairs. Maybe she has a lead.
Oh, that's definitely not a good idea. How many more do we have? Are you Okay.
Oh, Miss Idia.
So, I hear your family is something else, Sholmes.
I wouldn't say that.
Really? Grandfather, a famous private detective? Father, a famous police commissioner? A best-selling mystery novelist for a mother? Not to mention Heinkel and Kikyo. I'd say that's pretty darn impressive.
Perhaps. Unfortunately, I'm far less so. To be honest, it's quite a burden. I had hoped the two of you might understand how I feel. The daughter of the Grand Marshal of Eternia, and the young heir to the illustrious House Genealogia.
Well, you know yourself best. So, what are you gonna do? Planning to enter the Unohana PD? Or is the life of a PI more for you?
They both have their own appeal, of course. Should I join the police, master the art of leading an investigation, and hone my innate leadership skills as I work toward the top? Or should I use the deductive genius I was born with to become a famous PI, solving cases that have baffled ordinary minds the realm over? Miss Idia, which do you think would be a better use of my considerable talents?
Well, when you put it that way, basically it comes down to whether you'd rather start your career working for Heinkel or Kikyo, right? I bet whoever you turned down would try and convince you to reconsider. With force.
Do you really think so? Both my aunt and uncle seem frustrated with my aimless nature. I've come to think that they might even be relieved to not have me follow in their footsteps.
You may be less of a self-important spoiled brat than I thought. That's some insight after all. I guess it does run in the family. My advice would be to just watch carefully how both Heinkel and Kikyo approach their work.
Observation is one of the most fundamental skills for any investigator, to be sure.
Don't give up! Oh, you're not with Sholmes?
We are fast friends and partners, but even we don't spend all our waking hours together. On a case, we stick to our own specialties and try not to interfere with each other's processes.
Your specialties?
Sholmes tends to rely on instinct and inspiration to make his deductions. I prefer to quietly analyze the details of a crime. I suppose we are both the products of our environments.
You also come from quite the family, huh? No less impressive than Sholmes, at least.
Oh, please, come off that. Sholmes' grandfather was a world-famous detective. Mine was a world-famous detective's aide. Sholmes' father became police commissioner. while mine was never promoted beyond lieutenant. His mother is a best-selling mystery novelist. Mine, a best-selling mystery novelist's assistant. Sholmes comes from a line of brilliant deductive geniuses, while I come from a line of glorified sidekicks. There are no Inspector Hankels or Silent Sleuth Kikyos among my relatives. Not that I'd expect the heirs to the houses of Lee and Jenny Olja to understand.
So what are you gonna do once Sholmes figures out his career path?
Who knows? I can only do what I can. Quietly, out of the spotlight.
I see. Sorry to interrupt your investigation.
He's almost like a different person when he's not together with Sholmes.
Oh, Idia. I'll not be taking any ridiculous questions about why a knight like myself is now working for some backwater municipal police force.
Heinkel!
Do not worry. I have not betrayed your father's trust, nor have I turned my back on Eternia. My business is mine alone. Further prying will get no more out of me.
Murderer.
I would not object to telling you the tale, but now is not the time. I suggest you desist.
Inspector! You must see this, sir!
I mean, you don't see the
Understood. I'm
title
on my
before,
way.
like, you've watched the cutscene, so...
What more can you have to pester me about?
Just, why are you still wearing that? I mean, you don't usually see a crime scene investigator in full plate armor.
Ha! Have you ever seen me in anything else? It'll take more than a job change to get me to lay these aside. Not to mention my great shield.
If you say so.
Sir!
Ah! Can you simpletons go 1 minute without hounding me? What is it this time?
It's Madame Golddigger, sir. She's dead.
What's that you say?
I heard a noise and came running, but she was already cold.
Did she do this herself? A murder-suicide?
A fine mess this has become.
The madam is dead? Oh, say it is not so!
Madam Golddigger as well? But what about the sale?
That's hardly...
Is it true? Lord Gulliver's wife dead as well?
Whitson, quick to the scene, I see.
Everyone's already here but you, Sholmes.
So, Madame Golddigger is also dead. This is surely a case of murder!
And just why do you think that, Sholmes?
Call it a sixth sense? A flash of insight? A strong hunch? And it tells me now that the murderer is hiding beneath that table! Wait, huh?
Come, Sholmes, even for you, that's a bit... What's that?
A note. I shall follow where you go. Did Madame Golddigger write this?
She killed herself out of grief over the loss of her beloved husband?
No. This was surely planted by the murderer to lead us astray. A personal challenge from the true culprit.
Hang on, where's the challenge in there?
There must be a hidden message. If we look at the first letter of each sentence...
There's only one sentence!
Oh, enough! We start the investigation from the top. Yeah, what a miserable day.
Heinkel, how sure are we that this room is really secure?
We've been over every inch and found not a single hidden passage. It's a sealed chamber if I ever saw one.
Kikyo, you stayed here when you were with the Black Blades, didn't you? How well did you all know the fort?
When I was stationed here as part of the Black Blades covert forces, I knew every hidden passage in this fort. It appears, however, that there have been renovations since then, which could very well mean...
All right, listen up. I want you to go over every square inch of this room with a fine-tooth comb. Leave no stone unturned.
Yes, sir.
Excuse me, Uncle Heinkel. We'd like to have a word with you.
What is it this time, Sholmes?
I just thought, perhaps we should consult with Mr. Lesser. He is the owner of the fort.
Not bad.
Renovations? I'm afraid any such work would have occurred before I acquired the property.
But you should have records showing the name of the former owner, yes? The one who carried out said renovations?
Yes, I believe I do.
I thought as much. Just as you should have records of the two of us working here. Isn't that so, Whitson?
That's true enough.
I remember it well. We were still students then. It was the best pay we'd ever gotten.
Why, yes, it was.
You heard the man. Go to Mr. Lesser's office and bring me the names of everyone involved with the renovation work.
Yes, sir!
Not too shabby, Sholmes. You might have what it takes to pull off an investigation. With careful police work and keen instinct, both.
I wonder. In truth, I still can't decide. Am I best suited to the life of an inspector, tirelessly pursuing criminals through steady, thorough investigation? Or am I destined to become a genius detective, using logic and inspiration to track down the most evasive criminal masterminds?
You gotta pick one, huh? I think you should follow in Heinkel's footsteps. You'd make a great inspector. Now's not the time for you to be running around on your own as a private eye, with nothing to guide you but your hunches. Start off by working with people who have experience. Learn the ropes of how to investigate, then go from there. If you do that, I bet you'll make a great inspector someday.
Why, yes! When you put it that way, it's elementary! I'll train to become an inspector under my dear Uncle Heinkel's tutelage.
Kikyo?
I was asked by your parents to help you find a job, a sheltered little fool I barely have any ties to, but still I agreed to watch over you, even though I would rather do anything else, and this is how you repay me, you ingrate?
Kikyo?
And you. I knew you had more muscles than brains, but are you truly so foolish as to think that you could suggest that Sholmes become an inspector and it wouldn't end with you battling me, idiot? So I lost to you. Who'd have thought you were this strong?
Who are you?
The game is up, Whitson. There's no place for you to run.
What?
You hoped that I wouldn't follow my Uncle Heinkel in his line of work. You didn't want a formal investigation to uncover the truth, that you were here at this very fort 2 years ago. That you knew of a certain feature of this fort, and that you...
Let us end this charade.
Whoa!
When all you had was a laughable dream of becoming a private investigator, I could turn a blind eye. But when you finally gave up your ridiculous posturing and did some real detective work, you became quite the nuisance.
What have you done with Kikyo?
I don't have to answer to you. If you care so much, find her yourself.
Get back here! A secret passage! So this is how the perpetrator... And so they found the real Kikyo bound up in another of the fort's hidden corridors? That's right. I'm just relieved she wasn't hurt. Sholmes says she was lured out by a false promise of information, then taken captive.
But in the end, we still don't know the truth of what happened?
Well, thanks to Inspector Heinkel's investigation, several facts have come to light.
Lord Gulliver's murder was the sole work of Madame Goldigga, who was after his fortune from the beginning. She heard about the hidden corridor from Whitsun. Apparently those two have a history together.
Damn.
She just happened to hear about it?
Whitsun mentioned the corridors when Lady Goldigga told him that her husband planned to purchase Starkford. Perhaps he also mentioned how ideally suited it was for staging the perfect murder.
A murder she then decided to carry out. Whatever he knew or didn't know, Whitsun hurried to the crime scene under the pretense of investigating with Sholmes. Then Madame Goldigga misread his intentions, thinking he was there to help her. She tried over and over to get him on her side. In the end, she even tried threatening him, though we'll never be sure with what. But what about the note we found? I shall follow where you go.
There were quite a few theories flying around about that note, weren't there? The Madam might have written it, or...
The truth seems to be that Lord Gulliver wrote that note himself.
He did?
I guess coming to Starkford and getting caught up in its history sparked the creative urge in him. That note was from a novel he was working on. They found the continuation of it with the rest of his belongings.
Oh, so it was just a red herring.
Forgive me. It's my fault for jumping to conclusions like I did.
Apologizing for a bad hunch? Who are you, and what did you do with the real Sholmes?
I'll take that as a compliment. Uncle Heinkel, Inspector Heinkel, has been teaching me what it means to truly be a part of a real investigative team.
Sholmes, we have a case!
Yes, sir?
Go cordon off the scene and begin collecting evidence. I'll get there as soon as I can.
Yes, sir!
Crack that whip, Heinkel. Looks like you have some high hopes for him.
Well, as it turns out, his insight has proved quite invaluable to our investigations. The day might even come when he's the one ordering me around.
You don't seem too upset about that.
If you'll excuse me, I'm due at the scene. I can't let that sniveling little upstart think he's in charge quite yet. Be well, Idia.
It seems you chose well, Idia. Everything's working out wonderfully. Yep. Not bad if I do say so myself. And I'm relieved that I gave Sholmes good advice for his future, too.
Excuse me, can I get a soybean mochi and another cup of strong tea?
Make that 2. One for me, too. Let's make it 5 sets.
Coming right up!
But there's only 4 of... Oh.
Oops. We're done! That took like 30 minutes, if not 40 minutes. Side stories are long. Anyways, let's take that bath now. Oh. It was, yeah. That is one of the longer ones, to be fair.
ticket. Tell me about it. Take a look at this, sir. I've been working out. 20 push-ups and 20 sit-ups every night. What do you think? Am I looking more manly?
You sure are. My routine is 50 each, morning and night, you know.
Wow, sir.
Excuse me, gentlemen. I heard all about your bravery from Lord Arima's valet. He tells me you saved our town.
Oh, no. We just did what we had to do.
That's not what I heard. I think you're being far too modest.
Well, it was a tough fight.
In any case, your dinner is ready. Please, enjoy it while it's still hot.
Oh, thank you. We'll just dry off and be...
Coming! Idia! Idia, your clothes!
Ooh, now that was delicious.
No kidding. What a feast. I'm completely stuffed. I'm so glad you liked it. It's always nice for a cook to know her efforts weren't in vain.
Wait, you made all this?
Oh yes. As the sole employee of this bathhouse, I'm responsible for everything. Cleaning the baths, managing the front desk, preparing the meals, whatever needs to be done. Get out. That's amazing! You're like the Omega weapon of innkeepers! Why, thank you. I think. It's nothing, really. Will you be retiring for the night soon?
Yeah, I'm pretty sleepy.
Lord Arima sent over a tremendous amount of yuzu, so I prepared yuzu baths for this evening. Perhaps you'd like to enter once more before turning in. Yuzu baths?
Yuzu. It's a citrus fruit. You bathe with whole fruits floating in the water.
It will warm you to the bones, and it's wonderful for your skin. That sounds lovely.
Well, I'd hate to miss the chance, so I think I'll try it out.
I would too, but I'm really beat. I think I'll... hit the hay.
Me too. Oh, I might have overdone it. I gotta lie down and digest.
All right, see you later then. Whew, this is the life. The scent of yuzu is so refreshing. I could do this every night. Hey, Magnolia? Are you there?
Yes? What is it?
I just wanted to say, I'm sorry. You know, about the flower, the moon, its customs. I really had no idea.
Don't worry about it. It was my fault for leaping to conclusions. I mean, of course you wouldn't propose to me on our very first meeting. Although, I really was happy. I even considered saying yes. Right then and there.
Really? But why?
It's a secret. But it wasn't quite love at first sight, if that's what you're thinking.
A secret? But you'll tell me someday, right?
Peut-être. I'll think about it. Too bad we can't stay like this.
Yeah. The Skyhold is still out there. That's our main worry. And we still need to find an ocean-worthy ship.
I wish we could do something for the people of Heartschild, too. We could bring the spring water to them, but it seems it's not as effective once it cools off.
And as long as they're in that gone to heaven ghost state, they aren't coming here. We can't take the hot springs to them, and we can't bring them to the hot springs. There must be a way.
You seem troubled, my young friends.
I know that voice. You're the man with the purple pen.
That's a curious name you've given me. Though I suppose it's better than stalker or ghost.
I've got another name for you if you want. Peeping Tom.
I assure you, I'd never dream of doing such a thing. My intentions are nothing if not noble. My only desire is to help. Opportunities are like bean sprouts. Use them while you can, or they'll be spoiled before you know it.
Well, that sounds great. But what are you talking about?
Your ship is right before your eyes. Now you need only use it.
What? I don't see any ship.
Lord Arima's intractable clog. I've taken the liberty of tracting it. Anchors away.
Whoa! What the? Magnolia, what the heck's going on?
The hot springs are our airship.
Wasn't us, honest. What's with all the racket? I was having such a good sleep. We were in the bath when the man with the purple pen showed up.
The man with the purple pen?
Yes, I heard him too. You mean he's here? In the bathhouse?
His voice was coming from upstairs. Let's check it out.
Huh? What's a ship's wheel doing here? Don't tell me.
This is where it sounded like the man with the purple pen was.
Well, he's not here now. Where's he always off to so suddenly?
Yeah.
Bathing! She moves! Oh, how many years it has been!
Why, look at this room. I thought it was only for storing the linens.
Your lordship, Sakura.
To think there was a soul who could right her plumbing! Truly, my tub runneth over!
Your lordship, I beg of you, please lend us this vessel. We want to take its healing waters to Heartschild. If the water's still hot, we'll be able to cure the townspeople.
Not content to save our nation alone, you intend to scrub Heartschild free of its troubles as well? It would ill behoove me to throw a wet towel on your ambition. This vessel was the very rubber duck of Yunohana, but from this day forth, she belongs to you. After you have saved Heartschild, journey with her wherever you need to pull the plug on the Kaiser.
Thank you very bath. We shall not let you down.
Oh, you.
All right, time to bring the hot springs to Heartschild.
This is a far cry from our old boat. Does anyone know how to pilot it? More or less.
Oh, someone's been studying.
Huh? Really? Oh, well. I'll figure it out. All right. I can do this.
Way to go, Idia. Helm, set a course for Heartschild.
Aye, Captain. Bringing her about. Full steam ahead.
Oh wait, we don't have the airship compatibility. Oops. We only have a regular ship right now. Wait, that means I still can't get to the fucking place. No. Right? Fuck. thought we got airship compatibility like immediately, but no. No way. We actually need airship for that.
My, so this is the coast of Heartschild.
That's right. Hey, wait a minute. You're still on board.
Of course. Why wouldn't I be?
It's just that, we kind of get into a lot of dangerous situations.
Then all the more reason. I'll stay right here. On a perilous journey such as yours, you're bound to have aches and pains from time to time. When that happens, I'll be here to see you're as comfortable as possible. Does that mean you'll be cooking for us too? But of course, hot meals thrice daily. Now that's what I'm talking about! Nope, there's no one inside either. Everybody went to heaven.
Huh? What's that sound? It's coming from outside the city, and it's getting closer.
Sergeant Sapp, sir! We're almost at Heartschild, sir!
No thanks to this rat's-a-frackin' machine! We should have been here days ago!
Don't be too hard on him, Sergeant Sapp, sir. He did his best to only overheat at breakfast, lunch, and dinner, sir.
We could have been the ones to take the city, too! Oh well, might as well mop up. Tear down the walls and level the place. And get a move on, or His Majesty will leave us behind!
Huh? Sergeant Sapp, sir, I think someone's coming this way, sir.
No matter. If they get in the way, just, level them too!
What is that? That's the Imperial insignia on it. What clunky, primitive technology.
It's so cool!
Oh my god,
I know,
you.
right? It's so rustic and rugged looking.
You two, quit gawking and get ready to fight! It's coming for us!
Oh, you is still in first place. Oh no. So, yeah, 3. Wait, that's like nothing. That's also like nothing. That is something though, and it lowers defense. Super Denard Bael has a fuckload of defenses. the fight is much easier now. Yep, it's funny. Oh, that's good shit.
Climb Mount Fragmentum 0002.
Sir, yes, sir! Increasing boiler temperature!
Don't lower it by mistake, Private, whatever you do. Got it? Eh? I mean it.
I did not mention yet that Ninja is broken.
I can't hold him together, sir!
Oh, jeez! Glory to the Empire!
And I'm holding back on Ninja still. I don't have frenetic fighting on.
Preposterous! The pride of our army! Our next generation super weapon! Humbled by 4 mere gutter snipes!
Sergeant Sapp, sir, a message from HQ. It went. Don't worry. Skyfold, Diam, and T Sales, Fro, next object I've at dawn. Or something like that, sir. Rect, earn, post, faced, or be ab and dunned. Well, I don't want to be ab or dunned, sir. For more, do not let unit fallen to any my F ands. The end. Ands what? Talk about a cliffhanger, sir. Oh wait, there's also something about a coward Merdial and a firing squid.
Ooh, then we got no choice. Pull the self-destruct lever!
But sir!
Just do it! We can't let the weapon fall into enemy hands!
I can't do it, sir. The lever's broke clean off, sir.
Why, I'll break your... Fine. We'll drive the blasted thing back. About face!
Wouldn't it be faster if we walked? And what about my face, sir?
Just shut up!
Yup.
Look at that thing clanking and clunking away. What a rust bucket. It's so cool.
I wish I had one. Anyway, now that that's over, what do we do about Heartschild?
We'll need to douse every inch of the city, but how can we do that without the water getting cold? I know! We could spray the whole town at once with a great big shower!
Yeah, good idea. Let's do that. Idia, you get the giant shower and we'll wait here.
Murder. Why, you little...
No, it is a good idea. There's a fountain in the middle of town. If we just connect that to the bathhouse...
Nice thinking, sir.
Sir?
Don't jinx me.
Anyway, the pipe leading to the fountain should be right over there. Great. Let's get to work.
Okay, that should do it.
All right, open the valve and start pumping.
Is it raining? But it's so warm. I can see everyone. And look, I can move again.
Yeah.
The townspeople are back to normal. We brought the heart back to Heartschild. Good job, everyone.
I'm in your debt again. Thanks to you, I'm feeling as good as ever.
We're happy to see you back on your feet, sir.
But now, he must return to the battlefield. Of course, I'm grateful that he's well again. It's just, a part of me can't help feeling sad as well.
I'm sorry, Eleanor, but I promise I shall return to you unharmed.
Oh, my love.
Woo-hoo, getting awful steamy in here. And I ain't just talking about the hot spring.
I've never seen two people who care for each other so deeply. And yet, despite that deep love, their lives force them apart. He must protect the nation, and she must protect their home for when he returns. Their love is suffocated and crushed under the heavy weight of duty. Duty. Such a simple word. Yet it has the power to keep two loving souls apart. In the end, what does such a marriage mean? What is it all for?
Wow. What's gotten into Magnolia?
She seemed really affected by that conversation with the Goodmans.
Maybe being married means even more on the moon than it does down here on Luxendark.
Still, I know how she feels. What I wouldn't give to experience true love like the Goodmans someday.
Does this mean you're about to launch into a monologue too?
Unacceptable.
All right, everyone. Ready to go?
Let's do it! To the Temple of Water!
Wee. I love this game. Right, we just need to go to the sea.
Look, the Skyhold is on the move again.
It's headed for the Temple of Water!
There's no time to lose. Let's give chase in the... Rub-a-dub! Idia, take the helm.
Hold on. The Rub-a-dub?
We have to call it something, right?
The man with the purple pen? The Rub-a-dub? Where do you come up with these names? I can't decide if they're strange, or silly, or just way too obvious.
Oh, you don't like it? Well, I had other ideas. The Leisure Liner Bathtastic? Sauna Sloopy? The HMS Hot Spa?
Let's just stick with Rub-a-dub.
Rub-a-dub it is!
Oh, wait! How about the Battleship Bubble Bath?
Rub-a-dub moving out!
Yeah, HMS Hotspot is nice.
Look, it's the Skyhold.
There's no doubt about it. It's heading for the Temple of Water. Casket, what just happened? The Skyhold. It's on fire!
Someone's attacking the Skyhold. But if not us, who?
Memory. The cruelest and most beautiful of gifts. We look back at the days gone by, and only too late see them for what they were. The more we come to learn, the greater our regrets. Our sorrows grow. You may learn truths you wish you had never known. But stay proud. What you believed in yesterday has not lost meaning because of what you learn today. Someday you will see for yourself, when you look back upon your life, that each day served a purpose in shaping you into the person you were meant to be.
Yeah. And off to chapter 3, Up, Up, and Away.
The Skyhold's really burning. It's headed for the other side of the mountains.
Looks like it took some real damage.
Agnes, are you all right?
Huh? Oh, yes, I am fine. There was a jolt just now, but... Oh, drat!
She seems fine. What's wrong?
That jolt scattered my knitting supplies all about the room. I simply can't find my red yarn anywhere. Oh, I'm terribly sorry. Was there something you needed?
Someone attacked the Skyhold.
Attacked? But who?
We're not sure. Can you tell us how things are there?
I see considerable smoke, and everyone is racing about outside. It seems there are quite a few wounded as well. Oh, I do hope everyone is okay.
Agnes?
Given the situation, there's no telling what'll happen next. Take care of yourself. And Agnes, I can see your red yarn under this suit of armor behind you. The one on your right?
Oh, Diz, thank you so much.
Well, at least we know she's doing fine. Almost more than fine from the sound of it.
But what was that light? Who could be attacking the Skyhold?
A transmission from Fatloon. Appleberry, what's going on?
I was hoping you could tell me, Magnolia. We picked up a massive SP reading from Luxendark just now.
SP? From Luxendark?
The numbers were completely off the charts. You don't know anything about it?
We saw a huge beam of light just now. Could that be?
A beam of light, you say? We'll need to know more. Investigate it, Ballbuster.
Roger that. I'll notify you once I've learned more.
Magnolia, what's going on? SP readings?
You remember the energy stored in my hourglass, right? That's SP. The instruments on the moon detected an SP energy signature. A big one.
Meaning there's someone in Luxendark other than us who can control SP?
It would appear so. But my hourglass is a guarded treasure of the moon. There shouldn't be anything like it here.
It doesn't have any connection to SP that I know of, but why don't we ask around Florum? It's not far from here.
Good idea. Maybe someone there will know something.
An attack? Impossible!
I must deny that claim. There is nothing impossible in this world.
Aren't we carefree? Well, I'll tell you what else is possible if they hit us again. We'll go down in flames.
Did the blast rouse our little scamp from slumber?
Wouldn't that be peachy? I'll reinforce the seal before we find ourselves in an even stickier situation. What a bother. I suppose we'll have to hide out in the mountains for a while.
Hiding will bring us no closer to our objective. We must unmask the villain who attacked us.
Your Majesty, we're quite near to Florum, land of radiant flowers. As a stronghold of crystalism, I consider it suspect. If your loyal lieutenant might beg a boon, please entrust the task of investigating it to me.
Indeed, but your request is denied.
Your Majesty!
There is another better suited to the task.
Another? You cannot mean to unleash Geist. I would not question your Majesty, but is he not too unpredictable? His methods are inhumane. The threat to innocent bystanders.
It is his inhumane talents that will find the one responsible for this. Now is exactly the time to use him. Anna, let Geist take his pick of soldiers and dispatch him to Florum at once.
With pleasure, Your Majesty.
Your Majesty, are you sure this is wise? Knowingly putting innocents in harm's way? Sire, I must repeat myself for good measure.
Your objections are duly noted, Nikolai. I bear full responsibility for any evil. Furthermore, if I sent you to Florum, who would tend to our wounded here? The consummation of our struggle is at hand.
Nikolai is so not on board with this. And he is so valid.
I've always wanted to visit Florum. It truly is as radiant as they say.
A beautiful land of flowers where only women can live. Nourished by the pristine waters of the water crystal. Cité de fleurs! I've never seen a city bloom so beautifully. Ah, when was the last time everyone was this stirred up? Don't slow down now! Come on, let's get back to staging!
Yep, Bunny Girl statue. Gender, to be honest.
Staging for what? You don't think... Let's go find out.
Alright, I'm sure we can find out more in this here weapon shop. Be a bunny girl one day. No, I'd rather be a fox girl. That's good shit. Outfit for Magnolia. Woo! Oh, it makes literally no difference. Oh, why did I not have the rods of fire on you? Aww. Why did you not have a shield, actually? This one is so cute, I'm gonna keep that on. Oh, you have the Ice Fire Shield. Yeah, no, I'm gonna keep the resistances over a slight increase in defense. Oh! Alright, we're done with this game. This game's over. We now have a guaranteed full heal with Mist or a full revive with Mist. Hey, that's neat. Give me 99 of these. I think it's about time to grab more of these. And to be honest, let's get more of these just because they're convenient. They're really convenient.
The festival is almost upon us. Remember, many hands make light work. We're on it.
That's right. The Sacred Flower Festival is around this time of year.
The Sacred Flower? You mean there's gonna be another festival?
Yep. Every year, Florum holds a pageant to recognize the most beautiful girl in the nation. All the girls who think they deserve that title enter, but only one can win.
First goldfish scooping, now a beauty contest? Life in Luxendark is so exciting!
Idia, don't give Magnolia the wrong idea. The Sacred Flower Festival is a religious tradition. The people of Florum choose a pure maiden to pray for good harvest that year. Though at some point, looks did seem to become the deciding factor.
If I might interrupt, you're wrong about that. It's true that things did get a bit superficial, but everything changed 2 years ago. Now we're really looking for inner beauty.
And that's not all. It may once have been a competition for girls, but we're even letting men compete this year. In addition to choosing a flower maiden, this festival will have a bloom groom too.
A bloom groom? So that explains it. I thought there were a lot more men around than usual.
You hear that, you? Boys can enter too. How about it?
Me? No, thank you. I'm no good at being in the spotlight.
I think it's a fantastic idea, you. You're sure to win.
I wouldn't stand a chance. Tiz, on the other hand, he has the inner qualities they want, plus rugged good looks to boot. He'd be a shoo-in. Come on, you. Now you're making me blush. Besides, you won't catch me up there in some skimpy outfit.
What about a skimpy outfit?
Well, when it was a contest for girls, most of them wore outfits that showed off their, physical assets? It sounds like things have changed, but I figure the entrants still dress racy. I see. I definitely should sit this one out.
Don't write yourself off so quickly. The competition is open to all who are interested. No pre-registration required.
At any rate, I guess the people here didn't have anything to do with the attack on the Skyhold. Let's at least check with the matriarch. She's in charge here, so if anyone knows what's going on, it'll be her. Her residence should be just over there. Lady Matriarch, it's a pleasure to see you again.
Master Tiz and Miss Idia, welcome back to Florum. How might I be of assistance to you today?
We were wondering if you had any idea who attacked that flying fortress.
I fear I do not. Many saw that light arcing through the heavens, but we have no idea where it came from.
Darn. I guess we ought to fill you in on the situation while we're here. That flying fortress is called the Skyhold, and it's under the control of this Kaiser Yahoo, who also kidnapped Agnes. And now it looks like his next target is the Water Crystal.
A troubling turn of events indeed. We must take swift action. We shall invoke a shield around the crystal at once. Sylvie, come here, child. This is our Vestaling, Sylvie. Once her shield protects the crystal, it will be beyond the reach of any human hand.
In that case, Sylvie, how would you like to come along to the Temple of Water with us?
Phoenix Down, which is useless. Alright, you might have noticed, by the way, with me having all of these classes super high, yeah, I don't really need to care what classes I bring for bosses. I can keep overcapped classes for bosses now.
So this is the water crystal. And this is how it's supposed to be glowing?
Probably. I don't get a stinging sensation from this light. Sylvie, can we ask you to shield the crystal?
Whoa! Even I feel reinforced. Way to go!
Now we can breathe easier. Thank you for helping us, Sylvie.
Yeah, thanks, Sylvie. Now, why don't we get you back to the Matriarch?
Neat.
I'm most relieved to see you all back with us. Oh! You must have been nervous. Thank you, Sylvie. You did very well.
Sylvie was great. The water crystal is safe and sound thanks to her.
Comforting news indeed. We can all feel secure now. Tonight is the very evening of our annual Sacred Flower Festival. If you are able, won't you join us for the festivities?
Mais oui! I wouldn't miss it for the world.
It'll be good to relax just a bit. Let's see what all the excitement is about.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's the moment you've all been waiting for. Let the 48th Sacred Flower Festival begin. And now, I'm proud to introduce the contenders for this year's Flower Maiden and Bloom Groom. Let's give them all a big round of applause.
Ah, la vache! Look at all the handsome men and lovely ladies.
I wouldn't have stood a chance.
Even if it's all about inner beauty now, it doesn't change the fact that the contestants are all real lookers. You sure dodged a bullet there, huh, Tiff?
Wait, I didn't pay attention. Hold on.
I went through all the trouble of finding this revealing outfit.
That outfit is exactly why I refused. Look, it's about to start. How does one compete for inner beauty anyway? I guess they'll each go up on stage and try to express their best qualities.
Boasting about what a good person you are sounds kind of counterproductive.
And now, it's time for our contestants to tell us all just what makes them so wonderful. First up, we have entry number 1, Miss Birgit. How great are you?
Well, I'm not just like totally hot. I also do like volunteer work and stuff. And I totally like love animals.
Did you just hear a scream? I did. It sounded like it came from the city gates.
And it didn't sound good. We should check it out.
Spit it out, woman. Who attacked the Skyhold?
I don't know!
Confess, or suffer the consequences.
Ah! Somebody help!
Leave her alone!
Wait, you're...
It's Eugenie Olja. In that case, kill them all!
No! You bitch! Magnolia's missing out on XP! Only 400, but still.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Don't worry. Just doing our job.
but it looks like we're not done yet.
Leave me alone! Help! Somebody help!
Blast it! They're all over the city!
This could get ugly real quick. We gotta alert everyone. I'll head to the stage. You guys hold things together here.
Roger that. We'll meet up when we're done here. Idiot, be careful.
And last but not least, our final contestant. Entry number 8, Alphonse. How great are you?
When it comes to inner beauty, none can compare to yours truly. Behold, even with my stunningly good looks, I do not have a conceited bone in my body. I treat even the riffraff of society with dignity, and am the epitome of gentlemanly largesse.
This year's contestants are fine in the looks department. But when it comes to inner beauty... Shoot, just as I thought. No one's noticed the city is under attack.
What's this? Do we have a last-minute entry here?
My lovely lass, while I appreciate your gumption, I'm afraid it is still my turn to...
I ain't here to compete. Move it!
Everyone, listen up! The Empire's attacking the city! Get to safety at once!
What?
Safety? There will be no safety, Ideally.
Who the? Another of the Kaiser's minions?
I am Geist. Geist the Bloody. I will ask. The Skyhold. Who led the attack?
These people don't know anything!
Preposterous. But have it your way. Perhaps their corpses will be more talkative.
You monster!
Oh, did I kill them? Do forgive me. Undo.
Huh? Wasn't I just cut down to size?
My wound, it's gone.
Behold my power. The power to make anything that happens unhappen.
So you saved us?
Saved you? Oh, yes. I'll save you over and over, that I might be hurting you all the more. I cut you down and bring you back, and cut you down and bring you back, over and over and over again. Your wounds may disappear, but the horror and pain will remain. If you talk, perhaps, I will show you mercy. We do hope that someone here knows who attacked us. For if not, I will make it as if every last one of you never happened.
No, please. I'm too handsome to die.
I think not. Block all the roads. No one leaves the city until we have answers.
Yes, sir.
Like little rats in a trap. You will not be escaping my realm of torture.
You sadistic freak! The people of Florum had nothing to do with the attack! Take this!
Oh, the girl has some bite, but it means nothing. Undo!
What?
Do your worst. Every blow will be undone. You have no chance of victory. No hope for escape. Your friends are busy playing with my soldiers. No one will come to help you. You can only sit and submit to my inquisition. Just like the good people of Florum.
Stop it! They really don't know anything. Can't you just leave them alone?
As you wish. Then we shall begin with you. Perhaps I will lop off your ears first, and next your fingers. Then your limbs, one by one. But I'll leave you your eyes and your tongue. It would be a shame if you could not look on your body in pieces and cry your secrets to me with your dying breaths.
Step no closer.
Who do you think you are?
Alternus! What are you doing here?
Whenever you are in peril, there I will be. I will protect Idia against any foe.
You are in my way. Time that you disappear.
Alternus, are you alright?
Huh. Never better. Way to strike! The more pain I suffer, the more powerful I become.
Impressive.
My blade knows no mercy. My wounds become yours. This is the way of the Dark Knight. Gladly I give my own life to vanquish my foe. Care to wager on which comes first? Me running out of life to give, or you falling to my blade?
We may be made to clash, you and I. Your proposition amuses me, but I have had enough amusement for today. We will meet again. I suggest you say farewell to your loved ones before we do.
Thank you, Alternus. You saved me again.
And that is all that matters to me, Idia. I would come running from the farthest corner of Luxendark if only you called my name.
Alternus.
Oh, what a power couple!
The girl who risked her own life to save our city, and the dashing knight who came to her rescue.
Why, they're our saviors! Who better to be our flower maiden and bloom groom? No doubt about the inner beauty of these two selfless souls. What? Wait, you got it all wrong.
A power couple, they say?
Without further ado, let us resume the festivities. Our final contenders are these two last-minute entrants, Idia and Alternus. Let's hear some noise from all of you who think they deserve to be this year's Flower Maiden and Bloom Groom.
I think Geist is supposed to be German.
finest couple in Florum. None too bad. It seems that even with my helmet donned, I cannot hide my manly charms.
What the? Cool your jets there, Buckethead.
Yes, well, this year's contest does place an emphasis on inner beauty over mere good looks. And the beauty within you two has clearly charmed our audience today.
I have every confidence that Idia would have been chosen even if the contest was still one of looks alone.
Ah, can it, Alternus?
Whoa, what's going on here? Sir Alternus, what are you doing here?
You guys, can you believe this? They chose us to be their flower couple or whatever. Us! Raimond? How wonderful!
Oh, might you be friends of the Flower Maiden and her Bloom Groom? We'd love to hear your impressions as well.
I'm not quite sure what's going on, but good job, Idia.
Yeah, way to go, you two. C'est incroyable! Félicitations!
Sit on a Cryoblood? A fellow she stashed one? I don't quite follow.
No, all I meant was... You're just magnifique! Truly a couple for the ages!
Oh, elle a bien dit incroyable.
Oh no.
Who is this girl? And why does she speak our tongue?
More Moonlish.
And that brings the 48th Sacred Flower Festival of Florum to a close. Thanks to all who took part, and take care on your way home, everyone.
Wow, today's just been full of surprises.
I was quite taken aback as well, if not entirely displeased with the outcome.
Excusez-moi, vous avez une minute?
Oui, qu'est-ce que c'est?
So you do understand me?
Yes, I do. But who are you?
He's speaking Magnolia's language. But how? Could he also be...
I beg your pardon. I didn't mean to startle you. I couldn't help but overhear your remarks on stage.
No, like, that's actually how Dark Knight works. They use their own HP to do more damage. It's great. Especially because it's considered physical damage. And there's a move that hits the entire team. You can give darkness immunity. And walls exist.
You were speaking the language of the Sagitta.
The who, what?
The Sagitta. We are a humble tribe, but one with a mission. Defeat the destroyer from the heavens, Baal. We live deep within the forest of Florum, far from the eyes of the people.
Oh, la vache! You also battled the balls?
Yes. Since my father's time, my father's fathers, and all who came before me. We live in isolation, so that the technology we wield against our enemy does not fall into the wrong hands. Interaction with the outside world is kept to a minimum. So you can imagine my surprise to hear you speaking the Sagitta tongue. Tell me, how did you come to know it?
That's what I wanted to ask you. This is my language, the language of the moon.
What's this you say? You come from the moon? This is quite the turn of events. If you would, pray come and speak with our elder. Surely you have questions for us as well. What do you say?
An exchange of information?
Right. You can tell us about the moon, and we can tell you about that beam of light, for instance.
You!
I heard him. Now we have to go.
But what if the Empire comes pounding on Florum's door again?
I'll speak with the Matriarch about shoring up the city's defenses. In the meantime, count on me to watch over Florum.
You're the best, Altunus.
All right, monsieur. Will you show us the way to your village?
But of course. If you would just lend me your map, mademoiselle...
Magnolia. Enchanté.
Moi de même. I am Lotus, engineer of the Sagitta.
Oh hey! We have a side quest here. Now depending on what side quest this is... Okay, we're gonna skip this one for now. There's two... Actually, I need to double check. So there's two side quests here for Bravely Default jobs. One of them is for Valkyrie or Monk. The other is for Pirate or Performer. Now the thing is, the Pirate and Performer one, I'm actually interested in. This one, not so much. So if we get the Pirate Performer one, I will do that immediately, which I doubt we will get to for now. But otherwise, yeah, no.
Incredible. Are these the remains of some great beast?
The woodland Orochi. Giant snakes worshipped by the people as the guardians of Florum.
And I will also veto whatever class would be ethical. Because quite frankly, I want Performer. Astrologian is good. I want Performer. Because Performer lets you do really funny things.
Guardians? But then...
They were hunted, near to extinction, because someone wanted to weaken the strong faith that ruled Florum. As a result, the forest here began to wither, as did Florum's virtue.
This is the way to your village?
It is. Try not to wander. It's easy to lose your way.
Alright, a short story for why I want Performer. Performer can give BP. I want to show off some funny setups with that. Also, hey look! Level should be like level 40. It's almost like I planned this. Except I didn't. This is pure fucking luck. I'm just good, I guess. Flare hatchet, fire element axe. We still have no fucking axe users, like good axe users. The ones we could get is our pirate at some point, which we're not getting, or knight, which we didn't get. Well then. I guess we also have charioteer, but I'm actually gonna speed it up. Because most of this is just gonna be walking. Ooh, Flame Tongue. A fire element sword. I'm actually gonna equip this. Oh wait, this is the right way. It's Bravely Default muscle memory. Actually, not fire. The next boss isn't weak to anything. But the enemies in this area are weak to fire, so... Ooh, another Nope Mushroom, nice. $3,000 peak is like nothing. Mind plus 5. We don't actually need that.
Oh, well, this is no good. What's the matter, idiot? Everyone's asleep except you. I wish I was, but I can't. You shouldn't have drunk so much tea before bedtime. Wait, we're both awake at the very same time. It has to be fate, right? Or a terrible omen. So let's play a game! You know, to help us sleep. A game? Categories, and no words ending in vowels. First category is monsters. I go first. Scorpion! Nightmare. Oh, Damage, that ends in a vowel. You win. Too bad for me. Good night. Hey, we were just getting started.
It's late. You girls should be asleep.
Oh, gosh. Sorry, you. Did we wake you up?
Oh, you were talking pretty loud.
Now poor Tiz is awake, too. Look what you've done. I said I was sorry. But now that we're all up, let's play another game. Quel enfant. Next up, word association. Stay on the beat, okay? Here goes. Tent. 1, 2.
After tent comes adventure. 1, 2. After adventure comes dungeon. 1, 2.
After dungeon comes dark. 1, 2. After dark comes night. 1, 2.
After night comes sweet, sweet sleep. Right, sir. Nighttime means sleep.
No argument from me. Bonne nuit, everyone. Huh? Wait, guys, what about the game? Oh, you guys are no fun.
Poor Adia. Oh, by the way, if you're curious about like HP and when will actually get, you know, high, if I remember correctly, starting level 50, it goes up quite a bit.
And here we are.
It just looks like more forest to me. Is there really a village around here?
Why don't you watch and see? Sésame, ouvre-toi.
Wow, the path just...
That's amazing! How does it work? Come on, tell me!
I'm afraid that's strictly confidential.
Ha! Too bad for you, I already memorized it. Shazam! Uber tall!
No, that's not it. Say some over the wall.
Looks like your secret is safe with us.
It seems so. Shall we proceed?
The village. The whole village is floating.
Get a load of that cannon! What's the matter, you? You look positively green.
Don't look down. Don't look down.
What was that? I couldn't hear you.
You got me, okay? I'm afraid of heights.
Good thing it's your only fear, huh?
Alright, you know what a new town means? More spells. Sacrifice. Or calm. Hey, look, isn't that neat? And then elemental boom and barrier. These two will be very helpful. Sleep Blade is pretty neat. Has a chance to put to sleep. Physical mace, physical staff, berserk knife. Oh, I wasted money. Oh. Well, I couldn't have... Actually, I could have known that, but... Oh, right, the amplifier. Look at this bullshit. This is the best rope in the game. Ten intelligence is such a giant modifier for damage. Also, resistance gear. Hey! God damn it. I don't have the money for all of this. I'll get the dimensional garb. Everyone can have outfits now, and this one looks like this. It's a lab coat. Neat. Actually, yeah, let's put it on. And I should also equip my new stuff.
I have returned, Elder. And I've brought some fascinating guests.
Lotus has told me your tale. I thank you for coming, Moonfarer. And your companions as well, of course. I am Sirius, Elder and Chief of the Sagitta. I must say, I never truly believed there might be people on the moon. Our people have been raised to believe that we once came from the moon, though most thought it mere legend. And our duty, to defeat Baal. The technology and weaponry to do so, passed down by our ancestors. No Baal appeared in my father's time, nor in his father's before him. To think it would come in mine. As soon as that fiend came within range, we unleashed the fury of our arms. But the beast survived our attack and fled.
That's what brought me to Florem. I thought I could track the Baal's movements.
Yes. When next we find the beast, our aim will be true. We will blow that Baal and the castle that holds it clear out of the sky.
Just a moment. Someone very important to us is inside that castle.
What's this you say? That is unfortunate indeed, and yet it does not change what we must do.
What?
This is our sworn mission, passed down among my people for generations untold. Duty calls, and we cannot turn our
Oh no,
backs
Anya's
on
about
it.
to fucking die.
It's Agnes!
I have heard everything, my friends. Do not concern yourself with me. If you have the power to fell the beast, then let it be done. If giving my life will save our world, I gladly give it.
What are you saying? That's unacceptable and you know it. We're not just going to stand by and let you sacrifice yourself.
We're Agnes's Avengers, remember?
That's right. We already made up our minds. We're saving you and defeating the Baal.
Please, Elder, can't you give us just a little more time? We only need enough time to rescue Agnes.
No, I fear the risk is too great. The next time the Baal comes within range, we will fire. If you would save your friend in the castle, I suggest you save her quickly.
I am sorry, my friends. This is what we were put here to do.
We can't blame you for doing your duty. We have a duty of our own to perform. That's right! We'll storm the Skyhold and save Agnes!
But now, how will we get there in time?
We're going to need to find a way to get airborne.
Okay. I will help as best I can. Together, we will find a way.
Airship.
Surely we have something useful here. Just let me know.
Hey, you. Let's check out the cannon first.
You think? Well, I suppose we've got to start somewhere.
Boys' dreams are man's fears.
Papa, tu es revenu.
J'espère que tu as été sage, Procyon. Behaving and doing what your grandfather tells you?
Of course, Papa.
Same.
C'est qui ces gens? Ils ont des habits rigolos.
These are our guests, Procyon. Don't be rude.
Your son?
Yes, my only boy. He's quite a handful. Don't ask me where he gets it from.
That's good. Means he's healthy.
Sure, as long as he doesn't break his neck first.
I didn't figure you for the overprotective type.
My wife, may she rest in peace, was the elder's only child. The future of our people depends on him.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to...
No, it's fine. Times heal the wounds.
Papa, pourquoi il a une coiffure bizarre, monsieur?
Je t'ai dit de ne pas être si grossier. Ça doit être à la mode chez eux.
Oh, ce n'est pas du tout le cas, vous savez. Oh, she speaks our language. I most certainly do, despite my strange looks. Sorry about that.
Now you see why I told you to be polite, huh?
It's alright. Even I think my hair looks funny. But I can't get it to do anything else.
How the fuck did you understand them?
Tiz, you could understand us?
I could kinda guess somehow.
What a riot you bunch are.
So, Mr. Lotus, about this cannon.
Oh, right. You had your eyes on the SP cannon. A true technological marvel, this. It converts the energy we call SP into a burning ray of immense power. Of the many weapons passed down among the Sagitta, it is by far the most potent.
Uh-huh. So that explains the beam and those enormous SP readings. Still, it's huge. We had nothing of this scale on the moon. Did you build it here?
Oh no, it was not us. It has always been here, since the days of legend. Our people have lived in its shadow for centuries, that the day might come when we use it to shoot down the Baal.
SP cannon, huh? I've got it. How's about you shoot us out of this thing over to the Skyhold?
Yeah.
You'll be blasted en mille morceaux. Try to think of something that won't kill you.
Oh, really? I thought it was a pretty good idea.
While we think it over, come and take a look at this.
What's that?
That there is our SP storage tank. See those beds down below? We collect SP for storage from the folks who sleep down there.
You gather and store SP... Just a moment. What exactly is SP anyway?
Good question. The truth is, even we don't entirely understand. But it's said that SP is energy produced by the flow of time. You know how energy can be harnessed from the flow of water or wind, yes? Same with SP. But it's harnessed from the flow of time, as far as we know.
It is? Believe it or not, I never knew that. Then perhaps this hourglass operates on the same principle?
Hourglass, you say?
It can also collect and store SP. In fact, it seems to do it all automatically.
Incroyable. Such a small device can store SP? And you don't even need to sleep? Could you let me have a look at it?
Be my guest.
Ooh la la. What are all these scratches and dings? It looks like it might fall apart at any moment.
I guess we have been a bit rough with it. We, huh? Murder.
I might be able to fix it up for you. What do you say?
Spoken like a true engineer.
It'll be just a quick welding job, and it would be my pleasure.
That was the saw and the hammer.
Take a gander.
Oh, it's gold now. What else did you upgrade?
Sorry, all I did was fix up the casing. It may not be exciting, but it's the best I can do with the knowledge we have.
It's more than enough. Thank you, Lotus.
I've got it. What if it were possible to use SP to fly? Please, Mr. Lotus, we need to know more about how SP works. Do you know where we can find the earliest records of the Sagitta? They just might have the answers we seek.
If there's any such thing, it would be in the ruins of Old Sagitta. It's a bit of a hike, but I can guide you. Let me mark your map.
Thank you very much.
Procyon, you should come as well.
Ah, this
You
place.
should get to know our past, that you may guide the Sagitta wisely into the future.
It's getting a little late. I'm gonna end stream soon-ish, I think. Yeah, I'm just gonna check if we have Performer available now. And if we do, I'm gonna end stream after we get it. If we don't, yeah, I'm just gonna end stream now. We do.
Oh, exactly how long do you plan on following us?
Huh?
Considering how extravagant this city's architecture is, it actually provides quite clear lines of sight.
What are you...
Making it pretty hard to follow someone undetected.
Oh! I have no idea what you mean. Do you need something, stranger?
Whoa, pot be upon ye.
Do I need something? How about not having you following on our heels all around the city?
Following? Perish the thought. I've never seen you before in my life.
Still playing innocent, huh?
No. Forgive me. You are Idia Lee, yes?
Huh? Is this man an acquaintance of yours? No. At least I don't think so. I definitely remember someone this annoying.
Oh, I wouldn't expect you to remember me. This is our first meeting, after all. I am Rocka Peller, famed across the realm as Peller the Third. Oh yeah.
Peller? Whoa, as in the world-famous bard? Arca Peller?
You know this Peller person, you?
He was an incredible musician who spent his whole life traveling the world, leaving pupils behind in every land to carry on his legacy. His life reads more like a legend than anything else. Why, they say he saved nations from fearsome fiends with only his music.
That's right. We even sailed around the world to track down his legendary conductor's baton.
In music, the most important thing is to have fun. Boy, that takes me back.
Yes, that's right. Arcapeller was my grandfather, which makes me his grandson.
Yeah, that's how it usually works.
So what does the grandson of a world-famous bard want from me, of all people?
Not anything I'd like my fans to overhear. Young though I may be, I'm quite well known.
If you're trying to go undercover, you could start by talking like a normal... never mind. Just lead the way.
Do, re, mi, fa, follow me.
Oh no. Not the kidnapping dungeon. Oh, sound works now. I see.
Okay, it looks like we can talk in peace. But why here, of all places?
Why, this is my new studio! I purchased the property just last year! Is it not up to your satisfaction?
It seems to be soundproof at the very least.
Anyway, what do you need me here for?
Allow me to explain.
Do you remember the thing that Ares and I mentioned about how DeRosa kidnaps people, like women and such? Yeah, this is the place that he kidnapped them to. That smoke is pheromones, basically. Of course, Twitch.
Yeah, before you do that, can you give the singing a rest?
It is a gift inherited from my grandfather. Whenever I open my mouth, me melody springs forth.
Then I suggest that you turn your little gift off before I turn it off for you.
I suppose silence is also a virtue. I will do my best.
Well, there can be no doubt that you're a descendant of the great Arcapeller.
What makes you so sure?
Why, his voice? Arcapeller was the greatest musician of his era. Each song he penned became an instant classic. I'm actually a huge fan of the Bard myself. Why, I have every album he ever released. Well, actually, 2 copies. One for playing and the other set aside in mint condition.
Of course you do.
I still don't understand. Why were you following Idia? Yeah, I never did anything to deserve being stalked by some weirdo musician. Not that I can remember, anyway.
If I might be so bold, Miss Idia Lee, you are the daughter of the Grand Marshal of Eternia, are you not?
Oh, so that's what this is all about. Okay, let's hear it then. Not that I want to.
First, you must know that I am terribly busy these days composing new songs for my upcoming tour, due to begin next year.
Let me guess. Someone's been interfering with your work? Someone from the Eternian forces?
Yes, 2 someones in fact, and just when I was about to set out in search of new inspiration.
It always comes back to the duchy, doesn't it?
I'm sure they mean no harm, of course, but I fear they both seem to want the same thing of me, and...
Let's cut to the chase. Who are they?
One would be the famed diva of the battlefield, Miss Praline a la Mode. The other is a former captain of the Black Blades, one Hayred Barbarossa.
What? But they're both from the Black Blades, subordinates of my master.
The diva of the battlefield. She's not trying to get revenge on us, or is she?
I doubt it after 2 whole years. Leaving Praline aside, what would a pirate like Barbarossa want with a musician like you?
It seems to have something to do with a long-lost song of my grandfather's, which was discovered last year.
A never-before-heard song by the great Arcapeller? Oh, this is the news of the century! How did I not hear about this?
It was Miss a la Mode who first contacted me about the song. I believe she was seeking permission to use my grandfather's last song for something. but I could hardly understand the words that she was using, let alone that eardrum-piercing voice of hers.
You're one to talk.
It was all quite beyond my understanding. She seems to have quite a singular way of expressing herself. Since I couldn't ascertain exactly what she wanted, I've been avoiding giving any sort of response. While I was pondering a course of action, I was accosted by a rather large gentleman, Captain Barbarossa. He tried to tell me something in that rough, ear-shattering voice of his, but his words were as unintelligible to me as Miss a la mode's.
By the way, this is the third hardest choice to make for classes, because you either get a really good buffer that can give you PP, or the only good debuffer that does not consume resources. And can do damage.
The best I could gather was that they each had some designs on my grandfather's last song.
But you have no idea what they want to do with it. That's why you were following Idia?
Yes, it was by complete coincidence that I came upon you today, but I thought if anyone could help me, it would be you.
They're my master's subordinates. And my master's problems are my problems. I guess I have no choice. I'll go see what they have to say. Where are they now?
Miss Praline should be rehearsing at Florum Square Garden in the upper part of the city. As for Barbarossa...
You don't know where to find him? Okay, we'll track him down and meet you back here.
As a matter of fact, I'm planning a trip to the Witherwood, north of the city, in search of inspiration for my latest masterpiece. Once you've figured out what those two want, come find me there.
All right, we will. But don't get your hopes up.
Actually, wait. Considering the final cutscene, then it is actually best to have Praline second. So basically, alright, we need to go to Praline first. Basically, Praline wants to remix the song, while Barbarossa has the original version. Wait, no. Yes, no, I'm correct. Never mind. So we're gonna hear the original version, and then later on we will hear the new version.
What's this all about? You can't just interrupt a rehearsal like that. We were on fire!
Praline a la mode, diva of the battlefield, and holder of the Performer Asterisk. This former member of the Black Blades went into early retirement after being booted off stage by Idia and her friends. Now she's making a comeback. And judging by her quick return to the top of the charts, her airhead act may just be for show. By what strange trick of fate do your paths cross anew?
Are you sure it's not your pants that are on fire? You sure came running over real quick when you spotted us.
That's just because I was surprised to see such a nostalgic face from my past.
Sure you were. We're here today on behalf of Rocka Peller. You're not doing all this to get back at us for what happened at Eisenbridge, are you?
Oh, you're here about the grand ship! That must mean that Rockefeller finally agreed to let me use my arrangement! Yay! Praline wins again!
Actually, we hear the song right here. This is the remix version.
Your arrangement? What are you talking about?
Boy, Idia, I know it's natural, but can't you do something about that dumb look on your face?
Look who's talking.
Anyhow, even you must know about the grand ship, the long-lost hit by the great Arca Peller. It has potential, of course, but it's a bit, how should I say it, dusty, musty, passé. So, Praline, the princess of pop, chicken of upon herself to create an arrangement that is simply divine.
Wait a second. If I'm understanding you want to re-release this Archipelago classic as a new Praline a la mode song?
Totally! My miraculous arrangement has transformed a lame old number into a dazzling, cute masterpiece of modern music!
Wow. I guess I can't blame Rocka for being so confused. Well, at least we got the message. We'll pass it along to Peller and see what he has to say. But I can't guarantee that he'll agree. Sounds like an awful lot to ask.
No way! I'm only asking for what the whole world wants. Not letting me release my arrangement would be a crime. Just think of the future generations of my fans you'd be depriving.
Idia? Do you think that Captain Barbarossa also...
I'd bet on it. An old-timey song about a ship sounds like it would be right up his galley.
His galley.
What's Barbarossa up to these days? You know, the Black Blade's old first mate?
What? That old sea dog? How should I know?
You know where he is, don't you?
I haven't the foggiest. No, I know nothing about that stupid, noisy sea dog who shows up in the dead of night in some suspicious fog bank in the South Seas.
Right. Well, you've been very helpful.
Yep.
Another boat trip, huh? I guess we've got no choice. Sorry for interrupting your rehearsal. We'll let you know what Peller says.
It better be yes!
Oh yeah, the Black Blades had like the funniest dynamic because all of them kind of did their own thing. The second funniest was the Blood Rose Legion, which everyone was just kind of like, yeah, no, fuck the Rosa. No! We need to wait. Oh wait, we don't. The SS Funky Francisca.
Aye! A life on the lonely sea is the only life for me. Yo-ho-ho! The life for me!
Idia, tell me that this isn't what I think it is?
It's a ghost ship, all right. In every sense of the word. I know how you feel. Oh, watch your feet. The deck's rotting there. Now then, if I remember, the captain's up astern.
Aye, there he be!
Oh my god, Tiz. Also, yes, he has zombies here, because why not?
Here you are.
Ho-ho! If it isn't the Sword Master's favorite pupil!
Captain Hayreddin Barbarossa, man of the sea, and holder of the pirate Asterisk. As Lieutenant Commander of the Eternian Black Blades, Barbarossa once came to blows with Idia aboard his haunted ship. Ever seeking adventure and romance at sea, he sailed the realm's oceans on the SS Funky Francisca with his ghostly crew. By what strange trick of fate do your paths cross anew?
Or should I say, the proud daughter of our illustrious Grand Marshal, eh? Welcome aboard, milady.
How about you just call me Idia and turn the volume down a bit? I'm actually here to ask about that song you were just singing. Was that the Grand Ship?
Aye, so you know the song.
And this is the bass version.
Unfortunately.
Oh, it's a timeless classic. A tribute to all the brave men who've lived and died on the wide seas, left to us by a visionary virtuoso. That Arcapeller. He knew what it meant to be a man with dreams of adventure. A man among men, if ever there was one.
Those lyrics you were singing, were those also written by Master Peller? Why, lyrics written by the bard himself would be a discovery for the ages.
You really are a fanatic, aren't you?
More or less. I was improvising a bit, trying to get at the heart of what old Peller felt, you see. Me mateys here, they tell me that it was like a dream to listen the first few times, but now they want to die all over again. I know that's their way of saying that I've captured something real, right here. Those sentimental fools. Yeah.
It does.
Anyway, we're here on behalf of Rockapeller. He's the grandson of the guy who composed that melody you're singing. He seems pretty troubled by you and Praline. Any idea why that might be?
That scurvy diva! She just had to go stirring up trouble, eh?
Scurvy diva? That's some way to talk about a former comrade in arms.
I've got me mateys here. I don't need some prima donna who thinks she's better than me, cause she's got a gang of deluded fan lovers. She'd go around the Black Blades, claiming that she did more than any of us. That she was the one pulling all the strings. Why, she'd even ask me what I was good for. After all, you're always drifting around on that dingy old dinghy of yours. When the Blades were disbanded, she took off solo without looking back. And when I finally hear from her, it's this!
A flyer for Praline's next concert. So, what's the problem? The diva of the battlefield, Praline a la mode, is set to cast a dazzling arise on the musical discovery of the century. What?
I guess she means she'll breathe new life into it?
It's one thing to set her sights on a classic like this and think she can just recycle it for her own gain. But that's not even the worst of it. Why, she means to take this timeless ode to the men of the sea and slap her silly, sappy lyrics all over it. She'd make a mockery of a man's dreams, turn a soul-stirring sea shanty into some sugar-spun confection of conceit. Why, I was so blinded with rage that I sailed straight to that fellow lad to demand that he take action.
That's it. And you were probably roaring and shouting up a storm the same as you're doing now.
In other words, he shouted so loud that nobody heard him.
Are you serious?
At least we've heard both sides of the story now. Praline wants to use the song for herself, but she's so painful to listen to that her message was totally lost on Peller.
And Barbarossa doesn't want her to, but he shouts so loud that no one can hear him past the ringing in their ears.
What a pair. Look, we're going to go and explain the situation to Rockapeller.
Don't you let that girl crush a man's dream! I know what old Arca would have wanted. The proof's right here in...
Oh, save your breath. The decision is Peller's, not mine. Just stay here on your boat until we return. And try to keep it down, will you?
Barbarossa's cool. Anyways, we'll be taking a shortcut Oh shit. Ooh. Wait, I'm curious. Oh, we're back to Sagita. Or Sagita, whatever. They get to mispronounce German words, I get to mispronounce their words. Totally fair. Oh, the emulator, like, this place does not like upscale textures. Level 42, I'll be fine. Fox. The Lubu Spear, huh? It's pretty decent. It's not great though. Most spears in this game are just kind of bad. Yep.
Shine forever, oh crystal, shine bright and shine strong.
You're in a good mood, you. What's that song you're singing?
Oh, was I doing that out loud? Sorry.
Basically axes, katanas, and daggers are pretty much the best weapons. Swords if you're using a fencer. And if you're using a knight, you're using 2 shields instead. And bows for hunter. Like everything except for spears. It's pretty good.
It's a famous song by Arcapeller. Shine forever, oh crystal.
A song about crystals? Was he a follower of the Crystal Orthodoxy?
Huh. Not that I know of.
Perhaps the Orthodoxy lent him its patronage and helped make his music famous around the world.
Perhaps so. I have to say, though, I am surprised you guys are such fans of his work.
I wouldn't say we're fans. Not like you, at least. It just so happened that we met his pupils and learned some stuff about him.
It just so happened? I'm a huge fan, and even I haven't had the good fortune of meeting his pupils.
It's all Praline's fault. We had to talk to those people to figure out how to defeat her.
Yeah, her singing was something else. Talk about getting caught in the crossfire. Anyway, by chance, we heard about a famous bard who defeated a siren with the power of song. Peller silences the siren from his later years.
Incroyable! How do you know all these things?
He wrote a song about it, of course. It became a cult classic. Both the siren and Praline had the power to beguile others with their song. So we figured we might get some clues on how to defeat her by talking to Peller's pupils.
That's right. Remember the very last pupil? His clue was the key.
Oh, wait, don't tell me. The most important thing is to have fun.
Right, those were the words inscribed on the Bard's baton. Once we found that, we were finally able to defeat Praline.
Wait, you mean you actually touched the Bard's baton? Oh, do you still have it? I would give anything just to hold it. Please, please! Weren't you using it as a back scratcher for a while? Anya's really told you off for it.
I don't remember. Where did we put that old thing?
But it's a modern-day treasure!
Oh.
It wasn't like we needed it anymore. It was just a boring old stick.
Tell me about that pirate, too. The one who's arguing with Praline.
Oh, Captain Barbarossa. He was a member of the Black Blades with Praline. Second in command, no less. He'd known Master Kami Izumi for years and was his right-hand man. He was always going on about the spirit of adventure. I wonder if he ever found that... Susanoo, was it?
I don't know. I remember thinking he was looking in completely the wrong place. A man of the sea, looking for the spirit of adventure. No wonder he was entrusted with carrying on Peller's legacy.
I don't think he was exactly entrusted with it. Wait, I just remembered. The baton!
What about it?
I remember the last time I saw it. I used it to see if the potatoes were cooked through.
That's, creative use for it. So, what did you do with it afterwards?
It's strange, I don't remember. But there was a really crunchy breadstick.
Let's not mention this to you.
Hey, Susanoo is another summon mentioned. I wonder if that's important in any way. Alright, now that we got Patissier, we find a lot of ingredients. Another blue chest. Alright, let's defeat Praline and then I'm gonna talk about Performer and then I'm gonna end stream.
Deep within a labyrinth of falling leaves, the ruins of a once great fate now looming before my
Basically,
face.
yes.
I
Actually,
find myself
I would say so.
Is this how you always do your... composing?
Oh, so you return. But yes, the voice of eternity whispers directly into my heart, filling my soul with song.
And what does the voice of eternity tell you now?
Not a thing.
So can you hear it or not?
I could hear it when I had some peace and quiet.
Well, sorry for the interruption. If we aren't bothering you too much by doing what you asked, we managed to find out what your two friends wanted.
Did you now? By all means, la 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 la, let us hear it. So, in short, Miss a la Mode wants to arrange my grandfather's song in her own style.
You really didn't understand her, did you?
Yes, I hadn't the slightest idea what she was trying to say. Her words seemed utterly devoid of any meaningful content.
Damn.
That's one way to say it.
And you say that Captain Barbarossa has also taken an interest in my grandfather's song?
Taken an interest? More like he's fallen head over heels in love with it. That's why he's against letting Praline remix it into something else. He says it would be an insult to your grandfather's legacy. That said, he may just be projecting his own feelings onto your grandfather. I wouldn't worry too much about.
On the contrary, I cannot dismiss his claims so easily.
Huh?
The long-lost score of my grandfather's. It included a scrawled note in his own hand. Dedicated to all who understand the mysteries of the sea and the hearts of the men who sail it.
You had to complicate things again, didn't you? Was that note made public when the song was discovered?
Yes, it was quite an event. Every detail of the discovery was announced.
So Barbarossa must know about it too.
I never heard. What sort of an Arcapeller fan am I?
Damn, fake
This
fan.
diva of the battlefield, Praline a la Mode. She is as famous around the world today as my grandfather was in his own time. Personally, I have no objection to her making an arrangement of my grandfather's song to add to her repertoire.
But if you agree to that...
I would be disregarding the feelings of a man who understands my Grandpa Arca's wishes perhaps better than any other. Miss Idia, would you mind terribly if I erupted in song for just a moment?
If you must.
2 wishes, 1 me. Tell me what to do, such is my plea.
Such is his plea!
Oh no.
Idia?
Nothing. Praline's arrangement is probably what her fans, pretty much everyone in the world, want to hear. Who are we to oppose that? And yet, we know what Arcapeller wanted, and Praline isn't it. Not even close. So do we refuse her and honor the bard's wishes? What's the right answer? What advice should I give Raka?
Yeah, no, this mockery of music must be stopped, to be honest.
Listen, Raka. You can't let Praline just have her way with your grandfather's song like that. I know she's a super famous star right now with a legion of fans who would love to hear a new song from her, let alone a remix of a long-lost song by the great Arcapeller.
It would be quite the event. Why, it could become the hit of the century.
But your grandfather wasn't trying to write a hit.
You speak of the dedication on the sheet music, but those were just idle musings.
It doesn't matter. That was what your grandfather intended for this song. Those were Arcapeller's last wishes. Your grandfather meant for that song to belong to those who loved the sea. Those who understood a man's heart. It wasn't written for some fly-by-night diva to net herself a worldwide hit and a new legion of fans. And definitely not for her to remake it into some obnoxious pop song designed to drive men wild. That's... no way.
Is this? It sounds like my grandfather's song, but somehow lighter and cheaper.
Where's my manager? I won't suffer these insults!
Praline? What are you doing here?
And it's not just me, you meanies! When you insult me, you're insulting every one of my fans and believers too! And you, Mr. Peller, ignoring my request so you could go gallivanting across the realm? And after I went to all the trouble of breathing divine new life into your grandpa's moldy oldie!
New life? You never spared a single thought for the original composer's feelings. You never show a shred of respect for anyone but yourself. You're a walking disaster! I can't believe you call me that! And divine? All you did was rip off another artist. You're no better than a thief.
Oh.
Rip off? Oh, the nerve! It's an homage! An homage! Imitation is Prelude's sincerest form of admiration, you know? And I can prove it! I went and asked for permission to use the song now, didn't I? You've got an answer for everything, huh? Your excuses are impressive, which is more than I can say about your singing and dancing skills.
Yeah.
I'm just about had it here with you! You want to hear the truth? I hate these dodgy old songs. No one but a geezer would be caught dead singing the original. And I know all my fans would agree. Everyone around the world would hate it. What's the point in preserving some musty old song that everyone's going to hate anyway? There's no reason why I shouldn't be allowed to rearrange it into a girly, grooving sensation of style. Get with the times, idiot! You know what's hot? I'm what's hot! Too hot for you to handle. My popularity and my strength are world class now, you know? Fight me and you'll get burned. Wow, really? You think you can defeat me again? Idiot! You're even dumber than you look! Okay, places everyone! This is no rehearsal! We're going to make this idiot change her tune. Praline here! All eyes on me, thank you! I'll give you the show of your life!
Oh, so yes, we do have this music the entire battle. Also, she has 60k HP. Also, you see that right. She has a shit ton of attack, but he's kind of thick. Oh wait, fuck, I forgot. Eh, sure, why not?
We'll overcome any limits!
No! Damn. Oh no. No. Thank you. Performer asterisk. Look at those outfits.
If this is it for me, then I'll just have to. Now's your chance! Come see Praline a la Mode live in concert at Florum Square Garden! And hurry! Tickets are selling fast!
And that's enough.
Yes! I wasn't finished with my pitch yet! I'm gonna call my manager!
Okay, Praline.
What a piercing voice she has! Is that the secret to charming the world as a singer these days?
She's mostly just charming the male half of the world. And something tells me it isn't with her voice.
In any event, I must thank you for helping me resolve my dilemma. Might I ask you to pass along the good news to Captain Barbarossa?
I think it's about time you started taking care of things for yourself.
Yes, of course, but I don't even know where to find him.
Somehow, I don't think that'll be a problem.
Aye! A life on the lonely sea is the only life for me. Yo-ho-ho! The life for me! Ha! So this is where you've been hiding out. I was looking all over for you lot.
As boisterous as ever, isn't he?
You've got to be loud if your voice is going to rise above the waves, boy!
Did you run into Praline on your way here?
Oh, that one! Ha! She ran right by me, crying and shrieking about some nonsense or t'other.
Raka here decided against letting her rearrange his grandfather's last song.
My grandfather wished for that song to be passed on to someone who understands the sea, as well as what lies within a man's heart. I am proud to be able to entrust it to a true man of the sea, like yourself, Captain Barbarossa.
Well, blow me down! Huh? This is sweeter than any booty I've plundered. We'll sing her right. When we pull in a large haul, when the winds are kind, when the storms blow in, and the gulls are only accompaniment. Aye, aye. A life on the lonely sea is the only life for me. Yo-ho-ho, the life for me.
How can anyone be so loud?
Horrible! My head is about to split in two!
I will not lose to you!
Alright, performer! Power up is really fucking good. 5% boost every single turn, up to the cap. Yeah. If you have long battles, this is great. You get it at level 7. It costs 2 though, which is pretty oof. Love power is attack boost. One more is a single target BP boost for MP. Got your back is defense. Encore gives you a chance to do another song. Key to your heart, magic defense. Little devil is magic attack. Zero sum reduces BP to to 0 for everyone who has more than 1 BP. My hero is costs 2 BP, but restores everyone's BP by 1. And Hearts on Fire boosts physical attack and magic attack. So this class is pretty damn good. And I will be grinding it up. But that's going to be next stream where you can see it. Because I'm going to stream here. Just gonna do autosave. Done, okay. Thank you for watching, and I hope I'll see you next time, which should be on Wednesday. Bye!